my grandma's name as a child, I should see her sister's or brother name also in the same setting of them being in the same household. Like little small things like that is going to be key in your research, because as you go back, you will also see people with the same name as your ancestors when you go through the census and all that. So you may see somebody else with the same name as your ancestors, so you may have to put somebody else who you know that was in the same, that was your grandmother or grandfather sibling. You may have to put two and two together, like, this the same name as my people, but that's none of their siblings in there, but this right here got their siblings' name up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to understand that it's multiple ways you have to view this shit when you're looking at it. It ain't just clear cut to where you just gonna go up in there, information, and see exactly what you're looking for as soon as you go up in there. And studying your family history is an ongoing thing. It's not a one stop, like, oh, I found it and that's it. Nah, your family history is not that fucking simple. Nobody's family history is that simple. I wish it was. Like, I wish it was, but your family history is not that simple. So you gotta go into this shit. You gotta, what up, babe? You said something, huh? Oh. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Like, this is why, I don't know what y'all say. He on the East Coast, I'm Central. So what y'all say about 5 o'clock Thursday? That'll be 6 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. What y'all say about that? What y'all say about 6 o'clock Eastern? 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, IG Live with the Chief. Can I get some feedback on that in the comments? 6 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. Excuse me. Thanksgiving Day. We go live with the Chief. That's 3 p.m. Pacific. Well, there you go. It's good for y'all? Alright. You know, if it's good for y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. Alright, so make sure I'm gonna get a flyer made. So y'all know they already they're blocking everybody. Well, I know they're doing me. They're doing me extremely bad. Like, my posts don't even go on the Explore page. I be having shit that be like, it reached 15,000 people. Explore page don't even show up in my insights. Like, they're blocking me even from the Explore page. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a flyer made. Matter of fact, let me hit them up now while I'm talking about it. I'm gonna get a flyer made. And I'm a call on y'all, because y'all gonna have to repost this flyer whenever, and once you start talking about land, you start talking about property taxes and how much they hit everybody for property tax, and how the property tax is the #1 tax that funds the local and the state. So our oppression is being funded by our taxes. Our property tax, then your sales tax, and your income tax. So if you can find out that your people can put you, your heritage can put you in another jurisdiction to where you're not getting taxed like that, think about it, X amount of us are able to go into our history and find that out. You know what I'm saying? And be able to put ourselves in a position to where now you're not getting that tax out of us. So that takes money away from the system. The system only understands blood and money. So if people is talking to y'all about solutions and they're not talking about either blood or money, how they're going to affect the system in either one of those two ways, they're not really talking about affecting the system. If it ain't blood or money. And we know we ain't in a position to go to war for no bloodshed. So we got to look at it on the other hand. Money. How does money work in this system? Whether it's fiat money or whatever. Just how does the system works and funnels off of that. They spoke a lot of languages. They got over 500 Indian tribes over here. Like, did you really just ask that question? And then nobody said nobody came from Africa. I don't know where y'all get that from. Nobody has ever said nobody came from Africa. Only 500, I say 500,000, because through my research, I didn't even find like after the 18, like it was like 1830 something, they were still bringing ships over here even though they was illegal. So even though the legal number is under 400,000, I still add that extra 100,000+ on there just to give it the space that they were still bringing slaves over here. You know what I'm saying? Even though they wasn't documented and even though it was illegal, they still was bringing them over here. So I may be being generous, but I'm gonna still say I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna give them an extra 100,000+. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give them an extra 100,000+. So I'm gonna give that to 500,000. So whenever you give them 500,000, you get 500,000 people that was in America that come to North America, sacred land back and all that, and that's what it's about. The revolution has always been about land. And this is why I'm telling y'all to find y'all family, because once you predate your family and you can put yourself in another jurisdiction, you'll be able to start buying land and controlling that land in your own jurisdiction outright without the fucking United States incorporation jurisdiction over you. That's why this shit is so important. And once you start talking about land, you start talking about property taxes and how much they hit everybody for property tax, and how the property tax is the #1 tax that funds the local and the state. So our oppression is being funded by our taxes. Property tax, then your sales tax, and your income tax. So if you can find out that your people can put you, your heritage can put you in another jurisdiction to where you're not getting taxed like that, think about it, X amount of us are able to go into our history and find that out. You know what I'm saying? And be able to put ourselves in a position to where now you're not getting that tax out of us. So that takes money away from the system. The system only overstands blood and money. So if people is talking to y'all about solutions and they're not talking about either blood or money, how they're going to affect the system in either one of those two ways, they're not really talking about affecting the system. If it ain't blood or money. And we know we ain't in a position to go to war for no bloodshed. So we got to look at it on the other hand. Money. How does money work in this system? Whether it's fiat money or whatever. Just how does the system works and